In this video I'm going to do a review about this book. It's Walt Disney's The Jungle Book, Making a Masterpiece, and it's written by Disney animator Andreas Deja. I really do love The Jungle Book. It was one of the first animated movies by Disney I saw in the cinema. This book is a catalog of the exhibition that was held at the Walt Disney Family Museum. The book starts out with a foreword by Andreas Deja, and he is a Disney animator who also worked on a lot of animated features of Disney. And he's well known for his animation he did on Jafar in Aladdin, and also he animated Scar in The Lion King. The book is laid out chronologically, so they take it per scene, and then they tell everything about how this animation was made. And it was the last animation or animation feature that Walt Disney produced, because 1 year before The Jungle Book premiered, he died. And it first starts out with the story origins. It's a book by Rudyard Kipling, and they changed a lot of things in the Disney version, so they Disneyfied it. And it has some great concept art by Bill Peet, and Bill Peet also did a lot of the concept art for Dumbo. In the beginning stages they had Walt Paragoy do some concept art, but he was later dismissed, and a lot of the concept art and also the backgrounds were done by Al Dempster. So you see a lot of sketches by artists like Frank Thomas, and they went to the San Diego Zoo. And I really love these kind of books. You see the development of the story, and also see a lot of sketches and how they build up the story, and how they also did the character designs for all the characters. For this movie, they also used the Xerox method, and they started that out with 101 Dalmatians. And for the first time, the Disney animators could really see their own work, because the pencils they did for the animation were Xeroxed, and then later on they would be colored on the back. And in this story, it really works very well, because it's a very organic story that takes place in the jungle. In the book you also have some splash pages, and they're stills from the movie, so that you know where you are in the story of the movie. And here's a plate of Bagheera, and that was done by Disney animator Milt Kahl, and he also was one of the 9 old men. These were the top animators that worked on movies, because Disney didn't have much time to spend all this time on the animation, because he was working on a lot of other products at that time. And for the first time, the animators weren't assigned to one character. They animated a lot of different characters in the story. What I really love about this movie is the connection between Baloo and Mowgli. And Baloo and Mowgli were animated by Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston. And they also were very good friends, because before they went to the Disney studios, they also went to the same art college. What I really like about this movie is the music, and it was written by the Sherman brothers, who did a lot of other movies for Disney, and they wanted to assign a great jazz artist. So first they wanted to have Louis Armstrong, Satchmo, to play the role of King Louis. And they changed that because they thought it would be inappropriate for a black man to play a monkey. So they found another great jazz artist, and that's Louis Prima. When I look at this picture of this girl, this is a cell of the girl in Jungle Book at the end of the story. It reminded me of a visit I paid to Disney animator Ollie Johnston. Because in 1986 I was an exchange student in San Diego, and before that I wrote him a letter if I could meet him. And he phoned me in San Diego, and I still have the recording on a tape. And he invited me to his home, his summer home in Julian, which is in the mountains near San Diego. And I also did an interview, but I'm going to do another video about meeting Ollie Johnston with all the pictures, and also the interview I did in 1986. But he also had this cell on his wall, and I asked him, why do you have only this cell? And he told me that the only real compliment he got from Walt Disney is about animating this girl. And Disney didn't compliment a lot of his artists, and he said it will do, because there was always time, to improve. And sadly, Disney didn't see the premiere because he died in 1966, and the Jungle Book was published or was released in 1967. So this is a great insight into the book, and also about the making of the Jungle Book. The book is available on Amazon, or you can find it at Barnes & Nobles. I don't leave links in the description because you can, look for it yourself. So the title is Walt Disney's The Jungle Book, Making a Masterpiece. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want me to do more videos like this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't subscribed already, press the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell, because each time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Drawing is fun, and practice makes perfect. See you next time. Doodles!